Most days you're going to wake up, or a lot of the times they'll happen. You'll wake up and you'll be there and you'll wish you have something that you don't currently have. You feel sorry for yourself. You make all these excuses. You say other people are more gifted, which is true. They're more privileged, probably also true. They're bigger than you, if whatever you're comparing, more social, more fit, smarter, richer, whatever it is, you're probably right. There probably are people better than you in every aspect you care about. They're much more privileged than you too. But what is complaining and gossiping going to do about it for you? You get dealt like a hand in life, and no matter what it is, it's beautiful because there's only one of yours. If we were all the same, we all had the same hand, the same move set, it would be boring. And life would be extremely boring and pointless if everyone had the same stuff. That's why it's so beautiful, because everything you do is extremely unique. Also, it's not like if you complain, it's going to be some magical drug that makes you feel better. At least in my experiences. Maybe for you that works, and hey, complaining might be the way to go. But from my experience, I would say if you're just complaining all the time, it's going to make your life a lot more miserable, as opposed to if you're focusing on yourself and doing your own thing to improve yourself. For me, at least, I feel like usually I naturally actually feel this way, or I used to, not really anymore. I would feel this way when someone was better than me at something. I do try to catch myself now, but you come up with reasons why they're lucky, or they're not even all that, or some nonsense. You cope with it because they're better than you. It's not a bad thing that they're better than you. It's just you're different people. You're better than them at some things. They're better than you at some things. It's how it is. And the problem doesn't even have to do with them. Maybe you're blaming everything on them, but the problem is all you, most likely. I mean, maybe they have some effect on your life, but it's nothing like you're probably the problem here, not them. Even if you do end up becoming much more successful than them, if you're still hating on them, they still have power over you because you're still thinking about them. You can't get them out of your head when you're hating on them. You may not be at their level. You might not have the fancy stuff they got. You might not have the opportunities they got. Well, you do because you both got time. But that does not matter. That in it of itself is just an excuse. If you really want something, go get it. If you really want something, if you truly want something, give it everything you have, and your chances of getting it will be very high. If it's probably much higher than if you're just complaining and being a baby. We go into an example here. I have someone in my life, and I was having a deep talk with this person. And the entire time he's complaining about why he struggles with girls and in life overall. Reasons like, oh, I'm not popular enough, or I'm too short. Well, it's too late to start now. Bunch of nonsense like that. He then acts like the only reason why I, myself, am doing well in life is because I'm quote-unquote more privileged. This is probably true, but this really got me going. I was like, what the? So I worked my ass off for years straight, and this kid straight up tells me the only reason I do well is out of pure luck. That is disgusting. Not many things that people do really have an effect on me, but something like that truly pisses me off because there are people who have it much worse than you. I live in America in a nice house, a nice family. There are people out there, he does too. There's people out there who live much worse lives, who are fighting every day just to live, fighting for their family every day. And you have these nonsense complaints. Like, it could always be one step worse. So you just got to be thankful for this. The overall lesson from this story is that he feels sorry for himself. It's extremely easy to feel this way, and it's also extremely dangerous for someone, in my opinion. It's easy to quit your dreams, and it's a lot less rewarding than you think it is when you do actually end up quitting. When you end up falling into your comfort zone, because that comfort gets boring real quick, in my opinion. And even if life was completely fair, like I said, it would just be extremely, extremely lame and kind of purposeless. Because if everything's fair, there's nothing to work for. There's no reward. That's the great thing that life being so unfair is. It's extremely rewarding when you do defy the odds. People will sit around and they will complain. It's all they do. They just complain about what they wish they had, what they could have had, what they could be. Like, what are you doing? You're living right now. Why don't you, instead of just sitting there talking about it, moping, being sorry for yourself, why don't you go out and give it a shot? Because maybe if you give it everything you got, just maybe, those things you're complaining about that you want to become true, maybe they'll become true. And you'll feel a lot less horrible because you're not just there complaining about it and stuff like that. And we could also connect this to previous videos, because when you spend all your time, or when you spend a set amount of time complaining and hating on others, you're wasting time. You could be living for yourself, or living and loving the people you love and loving yourself. And so that's huge. I would say my solution to a lot of this would be to try to distance yourself from a lot of the chaos that goes on around you in life. Because there's always drama, always drama. Like, think about it. The news, there's something new all the time. If you're in school, there's always some new drama. There's always, oh, he did this, she did that, yeah, this, that. Just push it away. Put yourself first, and if drama actually has an effect on you, then deal with it. If it has no effect on you, then let them live their lives. Who cares? You know, it doesn't matter. I would advise you raise yourself above, like, materialistic stuff. Like, I'm not saying being loaded, having the hottest girls, being super famous are terrible. Obviously not. That's pretty sick. But I'm just saying you should value yourself more than you value those things. Like, if you're sacrificing, or not sacrificing, if you're losing all of your inner peace, everything, all that mental stableness for a little bit more fame, is it really worth it? Is it going to be worth it when you're a little bit more famous, but you don't have yourself to, celebrate with? Or when you get that girl finally, but in the process you lost all your self-respect doing so. I don't think that'll feel very good. Yeah, pretty much, when you stop hating so much, then love actually could become possible. Because if you only hate, there's no room for love. I'm a cornball. I seriously actually do think that when you hate on others, it prevents you from being able to love others. Like, if you hate others, then you can't love others, or to an extent. And if you hate yourself, then you also cannot love anyone. Because if you can't love yourself, then you can't love anyone else. If you can't carry your own weight, how do you expect to carry the weight of someone else? Think of that analogy. Same with love. If you can't love yourself, you can't love someone else. That's kind of my little connection with the two of those. I like that terminology. And when you're trying to tear these people down, you're honestly only creating chaos. Like, if you do tear them down as well, you're going to hurt them. Maybe you'll actually help them, but you'll just become a hater. But what are you doing that's beneficial in that scenario? You just being a complete hater. Like, you're dragging them down, but you're also, it's like you're, I don't know, in a figurative sense, like, you're grabbing them, but you're also going down with them, even if you do fall. So you're going down anyways, but you might catch them on the way down too. Overall, from this, I advise that you would release whatever hate you got. Try to release it, let it go, and stop feeling so sorry for yourself. Find something you're great at, and give it everything you got. It'll benefit you, trust me. And if it doesn't, well, at least you tried. And it can always be just one step worse. Peace.